And welcome to Surplus Only, and on today's video we're going to have a look at this here, which is the Northern Ireland Patrol Sack, 30 litres DPM. And on this channel I don't review the kit, I only showcase the kit. The Northern Ireland Patrol Sack. Some websites will have different measurements to try and sell their product. So what we will do first is measure it off. Yes, it is quite an unscrupulous thing that people do on the websites. It's to give you different measurements, appearing to make the product look bigger than it is. So let's get a tape and put it to the test. First of all, we're going from outer pocket to outer pocket, then we'll have a look at the main chamber. From the outer pocket, right outer pocket left, 21 inches, which is 53.5 centimetres, just under. Now the main capacity of the chamber here in its width will come to here, 10 inches, nice easy one, that 25.5 centimetres. Now its height will really depend on how full you can get this. Average, I'm going to say, rather than its maximum, is about 22 inches, 56 centimetres. Let's just undo this. Because it is a hood, you can put extra cargo on the top here. So let's just have a look at the main chamber in its height. Let's stretch it out as much as I can. Around 18 inches, that is giving us just under 46 centimetres. Width, just over 10 inches. Well, that's easy again, 25.5 centimetres. Its literage is classed as 30 litres. If you have the kind of army ration pack food, I would say if you break down some of the main meals and drinks mix, will easily fit into here, 24 hours easily. And I'm not talking about bringing the whole ration pack box with you, just the main meals, the hot drinks mix, and maybe some of the snacks. So under this main pocket on the top here is another pocket, and just a single zip on this with a loop. It's a flatter pocket, you don't want to overload that. The pattern, as you can see, is evidently DPM, which is displacement pattern material. Very standard QR clips, and pull on the slide to bring the hood down. Okay, the difference between a hood and a lid, if I turn this around, you'll see, just like the Bergen, elasticated here, so you have your half moon. Now if you do want to put additional cargo on top of the pack here and bring the hood over, you can secure it into place, as where a lid won't have the addition of this elastic here. It does have two side pockets on the QR clip to keep it in place, and on the inside, cinch on the cord, toddle up the snow collar. And I've had it in the comments before that they don't like these snow collars. I only showcase the kit as it is. The same kind of cinch fastener is also on the main compartment, so let's have a look at the snow collar. Generous snow collar this time, as you can see, from the top of the pack up to here. So if you do want additional cargo, like I said, under the hood, you can keep it dry, bring the hood over that additional cargo, I'm going to say a good 3 to 5 litres worth, clamp it all down. Now mine hasn't got any additional cargo there to demonstrate with. All the British Army kit, totally rugged, and what makes it very rugged is what it's made from, a 𝙄𝙍𝙀𝙍. This is, I believe, a 600 𝙄𝙍𝙀𝙍. So we have a weave of 300 cords that way, 300 cords that way, weave together, giving you a 600. Row a ladder either side, we'll have a quick look at that. The top one has a cross stitch here that is not functional, so we have 1, 2, 3 on the left, an addition of another 3 obviously on the right. Single ladder here and 2 single ladder on the lid. Starting with the hip strap, notice how it's not padded at all, with quite a chunky QR clip there. Shoulder straps here, we just have the one loop here where you could potentially put a carabiner. It is not a hard shell frame, okay? There is no frame whatsoever. Speaking of unscrupulous sellers changing things like dimensions and literage of the pack to sell more units, I've also seen some sellers change the grading of the pack. The grade being the quality, running from super grade right down to grade 3, and each grade is a different quality. Okay, let's talk about super grade. Super grade is kit that's probably been forgotten about and has been stowed somewhere, and it's still in its original packaging. It's never been opened, it's never been issued out. Okay, you'll be the first person to use it. Grade 1. Grade 1 is in outstanding condition. It has been opened from its original packaging. It shows no signs of wear, tear or repair. It doesn't have any markings on, meaning nobody's got the pen and penned in their name and number on the kit you're about to buy. Grade 1. Grade 2. It may show signs of wear. It may have repair or repair needed. And then grade 3 is, it is going to be faded. It is going to need some kind of repair if you're up to the job, and you should get that at a good price. Now, I would put this a grade 2. It does not have any markings on, and it doesn't have any former repair, neither does it have any repair needed. So why isn't that a grade 1, my pack? Why am I grading it a grade 2? Is because it is faded. And this is what is not being taken into account with a lot of sellers. A lot of people would have a look at this pack, see it, there's no damage, no markings, let's get that and sell it as a grade 1, about 36 UK pounds. And that's wrong. It's a grade 2 because it's faded, it's a little scuffed. The DPM is wearing away, especially on the green on the front there. I would class that as a 2, so be aware. Prices will reflect in that, or at least it should, from super grade, like I said, 36, 40 quid. Grade 1, an average of 30 quid, 25 quid maybe you can get for a grade 2, grade 3. If you are up to a bit of repair, you should be able to get for less than 20 quid. And I got this on car boot sale probably for a £5. So do look around surplus shops, do look for flea markets and car boot sales, things like that. Okay, I'm not going to give you an opinion. I'm not going to review the kit. I only detail fact on this channel. But it is fair to say and factual to say this is not my first Northern Ireland pack. Until next time, take care of yourself, and I'll see you out there.